Alright. So I got a list of shows here. Alright, first, BNA. Do you remember how I discovered the show?
Oh, what the oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Batgirl.
Multiverses, looking for mods.
Yep.
Options are Sussy, Jake, and this. And that's the only reason I watched it. And, it's going in dog water tier.
Did you actually watch it?
I watched a few episodes. It's like a discrete. You got basically the shtick is right. You got your humans and you got your furries, and then there's a racism and
there's a racism.
Yeah, people are racist at the furries, and it's not a creative concept, but it's executed so boringly. It's all very surface level and. It's
surface level racism.
Yeah, surface level, and it's just very boring, like
fair.
And uncreative. Like that. Like what do you think the KKK equivalent is called?
What?
It's called the Anti-Beastman faction. That's you couldn't even think of a more creative name than that. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. I
gotta see what the Yumisa's watched so I can give them recommendations.
Yes, alright, Dan Machi. I'm not proud of this one.
Dan Machi's fucking lit.
I did enjoy it.
It doesn't matter how you got into it, Yumis.
Look, man.
It matters how much you like it. I know exactly why you got into it, Yumis.
Yes, we all know why. We all know why.
We know.
We know. And that's why I'm ashamed. Yeah, but I'm gonna put it in just good tier.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably a good spot for it.
It's pretty good. All right.
Depends on what you put above it.
Dragon Ball Z.
I haven't watched enough.
Dragon. It is. Here's the thing with Dragon Ball. It is a fight show where all of the fights are boring. Everyone has the same powers of different varying levels of super strength, flight, and choose your own flavor of light show, and that's it. And everything, it's incredibly slow paced. I think there's a spectrum of anime fights where on one end you have two rocks bashing against each other until one of them breaks, and on the other end of the spectrum you have two skeletons playing 5D chess. And Dragon Ball Z is the epitome of
rocks
bashing rocks against each other. Yes, it's when both the characters take like 20 million punches, they just spend whole episodes wailing on each other. It's like I feel like I'm wasting my time. The writing's dumb with the whole like there's like Vegeta.
But it's not as bad as furry racism.
Well, furry racism is boring. Dragon Ball Z is watchable. There's a sort of charm to its stupid writing and the fights. They're well animated. Sure, it's not. I mean, not well written.
I can see why you like it.
It's fun to watch people punch each other. Turn your brain off. It's a good BioLife Plasma Services show.
True.
Darling in the Franxx. Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. Never watched it.
It has a lot of promise. I'm gonna spoil it for you.
No.
No?
I actually want to watch it.
You actually want to watch it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm putting it in.
Well, it depends on where you put it.
It's hard for me because it's like it's good, but then it's not good, and I can't tell you why because it's a spoiler. It's a very disappointing spoiler.
Honestly, fuck it. Just say it. I'm never gonna catch up to it anyway.
Okay.
It's on like the bottom of my list to watch.
Okay. So, darling. So basically, it has very, very interesting world building, right? It's it leaves you with a lot of questions of like why this, why that, right? And it really feels like it's setting up something interesting. Like, ooh, like it's a mystery. I want to know. In fact, that like there's mech fight scenes, but like I don't even watch them because A, they're boring, and B, the only thing they fight in the mechs is blue silly putty. So, yeah, I skip most of the mech fight. Yeah, I'm kidding you not. Like, there's one episode where they're in the mechs.
You skip the fight scenes.
Yes,
that's how bad it is.
I mean, like, the character interaction and stuff is good, but, like, one of them, they're just fucking bashing a giant cube. Like, that's the big threat, is a giant cube of blue silly putty. So, yeah, so you have mechs, but here's the thing. All the interesting world-building questions the answer to them is big, evil, purple alien. That's it. It's very disappointing, and then they have weird expansion fetish, and it's like it's good, but then it stops being good. So I guess I'll just average it out to decent.
Okay.
I think I may be overplaying how bad the bad twist is. Jahi-sama, very funny.
Never watched it.
It is. It's like. It's
rom-com or like
it's Eric Cartman. Basically the shtick of it is right big. It's reverse isekai. So you have this big evil Dark Lord.
and he gets into the fucking body.
But then she gets like now she gets thrown into the real world. She's poor as shit.
Yep.
Working a job as a bar. It's very
It's
funny.
fucking my life part-time fucking devil bullshit.
Yeah. And it's I don't know. It's just so I'm
You
putting.
know what I meant to say.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched Part Time Devil, but I'm sure it's similar.
I watched very
Yeah.
small parts.
Jahi-sama, it's very funny. It's made me laugh. Okay,
Okay,
JoJo's.
is this JoJo's as a whole or JoJo's 1 and 2 and then 3, 4, 5?
I'm ranking all of JoJo's as the same, and
You can't.
yes, I can.
No.
All right.
How?
Okay, we're gonna because I like it all.
But like 1 and 2 is just like, oh, here's this cool energy called Hamon and like training and shit. And
JoJo's has the best.
boom, fucking stands.
Yes, and it's very silly and it's a very weird transition, but just hear me
It
out.
is
Hear me
such a
out.
jarring trans. I want.
It really is. Like there's from 2 to 3 is like nutty because it's like okay, where the fuck did these stands come from? And the rules and logic with Part 3 are very like weird with like why does Holly stand curse her to death, but like a dog can have a stand? It's dumb,
very,
and there's a lot of plot holes, especially with Part 3. Part 3 is one of my least favorite because I know that's a very hot take. I just still love Part 3.
The final of Part 3 it goes so.
It does. The fight with Dio is just amazing. It's so good. It's so good. But here's the thing: most of the fights Part 3 is kind of a drag because what I like about JoJo's is the fights are like. They're on the other end of the spectrum. They're the skeletons playing 5D chess, and it's like you have these very established rules with their powers, especially with like stands, and it's like you're thinking like, what kind of crazy how are they gonna get out of this one? And then they do some crazy ass, totally feasible shit, and I'm like, oh my god, whoa, that's all, and I'm like popping off because like you never know what to expect in the fights. And in Stardust Crusaders, it's a lot of the fights are just. Jotaro, my stand did this thing to you. You can't possibly defeat me. And then he's like, yes, I can by punching something really, really hard. And that's most of the fights. It's just like, my stand ability has crippled you. And he's like, no, it hasn't. Like Starfinger is like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Like he just fucking
Monkey Boat.
Yeah, Monkey Boat it's so dumb. Sometimes it's like good for a good humor value because like when he sucks up Enya's like fog stand, he's just like, oh my god, how's he gonna be this? And then he just uses Star Platinum. He does the fucking Star Platinum suck of all that air, and I'm like, oh okay. I guess some of the fights Araki's just like, oh shit, how am I gonna get my character out of this one? And he just makes
the most brain dead thing.
Yeah.
Does it?
And then you have Part 1, which is a little basic, but I enjoyed it.
It sets everything up.
Part 2 is the peak of 5D chess skeletons I'm talking about. Joseph pulls out all of the cool bullshit. Part 4's kind of feels like where we start to get into a more consistent rhythm a bit, where you have these puzzly stand battles. Part 5 is good. Giorno Giovanna's not a very compelling character, but most of the other people are, and that's still
the fucking main character, right?
Yeah, Giorno Giovanni. Yeah, he's surprisingly little screen time.
It's Part 5 fucking Heart Diamond, right?
Part 4 is Diamond is Unbreakable. That takes place in Tokyo with Josuke. And
Part 4 is what I'm just like, it's dragging for me.
I can understand why you wouldn't. I personally really liked it, but I can kind of get it.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Part 5 is Italian Mafia, and then Part 6 is, poorly written, and then you have the manga, and the manga is just amazing. The Part 7 and 8 are awesome. So I'm putting JoJo's and Goated with the sauce because I've always been a huge fan. of it, and it's like the best fight scenes in all of anime. Kill la Kill if, or Kill la Kill.
You already know.
Yeah, you already know it's goated. I could explain myself. You know, when you tell people you like Kill la Kill, they, you know, you tell a normie, and if they know what it is, they're gonna look at you very scornfully. But it's not just the raunchiness. It's
fan service.
Yeah, it's not just the fan service. It's also like.
Hey,
Like good story, good care. Like Mako, like I got a huge ass Mako poster in my room. All right, Komi-san. I actually read the manga for this one, so I guess I'm rating the manga.
I heard that one was fire.
Yeah, Komi-san's very good. I don't know. I've read a lot of. I mean, is the manga goated with the sauce? Yeah, I'll say goated with the sauce. I don't know. It's very good. I don't know. I read a lot of it. It's hard putting a manga in.
I feel like you gotta like really like goated with sauce has to be like top tier.
Yeah. We can't go handing out that shit like candy.
Exactly.
Konosuba though, that's a easy goated with the sauce. Easy goated with the sauce. It is so refreshing to see an anime boy, right, actually act like an anime fan, right? Total degenerate. Like, it is so brutally honest, and I love it. You have so many of these blank slate and forgettable anime boys that are supposed to be relatable, and then you have Kazuma, who's just like an actual degenerate teenage, and it's so good, and also the other characters are also amazing just because of how bombastic, stupid, and flawed they are. You know, Aqua's great, Megumin's great. They're all great. They carry the show. It's just really good. Okay, Love is War.
I haven't watched it.
You gotta. You know why?
I heard it's good.
Love is War. It is my favorite anime.
It's above.
It's top. It is top. So the shtick is you have these two teenagers, right? They have crushes on each other, but they're both too prideful to admit it. And so they do psychological war. It's so well executed. I don't know. Do you dub or sub? I don't know. It's that I haven't decided on myself whether dub or sub for Love
Depends
is War.
on what I'm doing.
I mean, like JoJo's is a definite sub. If you watch the JoJo dub, it's gonna be ruined for you. But that's a discussion for okay. My Hero Academia.
Okay, we are rating the show, not the fan base.
Yes, the show. I don't know what the hell is up with the fan base. I mean, I'd assume it's like all children.
Dog water.
Okay.
They ship Midoriya and fucking Bakugo. All right.
Why? Those two hate each other. Exactly. Deku is like, oh, I want to be friends with you, Mr. Bakugo, and then Bakugo's like, shut up, I hate you, and then he punches him like, wow, I'm glad to have such good friends. Like that's like those.
Like sexual relations, yes.
Okay, this is dumb. I think I have My Hero. Like it's not bad. Like there's a lot of good to it, but there's also a lot of dumb cringe. True. Like the weird ass Christmas music video. Like why? Like that's probably the worst. The whole school festival arc is just kind of like not good. There's like this.
Yeah, but I like the fucking little girl. The fucking.
I didn't. I did not.
You didn't like? Oh, is it Eri?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because I watched it. And then
she's just so fucking cute.
I suppose so. What else was there? There's like this whole like the first. I think it's like the first many episodes of like season 5 are like this whole school versus school contest, and it's like. You have these really cool, fight scenes, and it's, like, great, but, like, there's no point to it, there's no stakes, it's just a day training, so it's, like, why do we waste all those episodes? And, like, it's fine if you want to have a few episodes on that, but we see, like, every single character of every single everyone in the freaking class get their own freaking team thing, and to top it all off, worst part of My Hero Academia is Diaper Baby. He honestly brings the show down an entire tier.
What? Who?
The Grapist.
Fair.
He honestly, if he was not there, this would be in good, but it's mid. Diaper Baby honestly brings the show down an entire tier because you can't watch it with. You can't watch the show.
Being there.
Yeah, no, you can't watch this show with like family. You want to show this to someone? Well, great. No, they got to watch. You can't watch it with your family. Not with diaper babies there. with the sexual harassment. Yeah,
literally sexual harassment.
He's the rapist. He makes the show like genuinely so much worse. It would be a much better show if he just wasn't there. Naruto, been kind of watching this recently. Like 60 episodes. I like it. It's good. I'm putting it.
I skipped filler. I'm not gonna cat.
I'm in just good. Right now they're like I'm at the part where like they're attacking Gaara and friends. They're attacking the Leaf Village. I think they just got done with that.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And that's pretty good. It's kind of a weird line between super edge and funny, but I think it works well. And I can definitely see how a generation of school shooters got their inspiration from characters like Sasuke and Gaara. But it's all, I don't know, it's kind of, there's this like one scene where Kakashi's like, what are your goals and interests? And Sasuke's like, I don't have any interests. My only goal is to get revenge on he who betrayed the Uchiha. It's kind of funny, but Sasuke develops, and
yeah,
I don't know, it's a good show. Naruto's is a wonderful underdog. Sakura, why the hell is she even there?
Gotta have the third wheel somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, where were we? Oh, Maiden's in your Savage Season.
Never watched.
It's a very funny rom-com about puberty, but not in like the creepy Netflix way. Like they actually touch on some issues very nicely, and it's very funny. Is it goated with the sauce? I don't know. I think it might be good.
Good.
Yeah, it's very good. I don't think it's going into the Hall of Fame though.
True.
Odd Taxi.
Never
it's
watched.
very good. Yeah, it's about a guy who everyone's an animal. Yeah, he does a taxi. It's very interesting. I don't know. It's just kind of a basic crime drama. You think there'd be more to say with Well, I'm not going to spoil anything. I mean, the big reveal, it's very, very heavily foreshadowed. You could probably predict it, but I don't know. Odd Taxi's just good.
It is.
I don't have a lot to say about it. Okay, One Piece. I really like the One Piece manga. And now, here's the thing, One Piece. Now, there's a lot of bad with One Piece, because it's very, very slow. There's filler, and there's, like, constant flashbacks. I think to really illustrate my point with the One Piece anime, let's take Senor Pink. There's one character. He is a very minor villain, right? He's just there, for another cool fight as a part of like the bigger arc, right? And in the manga, I read, during this fight scene we get a little flash of his backstory, and it's actually of this minor villain's backstory, and it's kind of tragic. And, it's like, man, I kind of feel for this guy. I'm like, cool, that adds a bit of character to this otherwise forgettable minor villain. And now, in the anime, it is the second half of one episode and the first half of another episode, meaning this very unimportant guy gets a total of an entire episode that gives his backstory. And it's just like, oh my god, why is this dragging on so much? Prime example. So, it's very weird, because...
There's the meme that describes One Piece.
What you get? True, that's so fucking true. Like I could describe all of 700 plus episodes. I could describe all right now. Okay, Luffy goes, he gets a crew, grabs some people, starts making his way to find the One Piece. Goes to Sand Island. Okay, I'm not going to describe it. Even that is going to take a while. But yeah. Here's the thing. While the One Piece anime may be very slow, if it was bad, why did I watch 700 plus episodes of it? It has to be good, right? I mean, and I really like the voices. Like the only reason... Like, I'm a Trunks main in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and that's simply because he's got the same voice as Sanji. It's hard because like the manga is better, but I guess we're rating the anime because it's an anime tier list. I'm gonna put it in just good. It's this. It's kind of like the same as Naruto, where it's like you have your long episodes of action, and yeah, I'm putting it above Naruto. Okay.
I've got another meme.
Another boo. Rewatch. Yo, I actually cannot relate to that. I do not rewatch.
I've watched. Alright. Haiku, I've rewatched fully.
Yo, One Punch Man. Yo.
I have yet to watch season 2.
I have also yet to watch season 2. I watched season 1 and then just kind of stopped. It does, yeah. I'm assuming season 2 is just as good because that's an easy S tier. I'm putting it above Konosuba. Fuck. Do I put it above Kill la Kill?
Yeah, I would honestly. If it was my tier list, it's going up there.
I don't. Nah. Yeah, One Punch Man. It's very good. Everyone knows it. Does Mr. Jacobus Man watch anime? He's been silent the whole time. I'm assuming. No. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Well, make sure to watch everything and goated with the sauce tier. Shield Hero.
All right. Everything. New season trash.
What do you think about the previous seasons?
Fire. I love season 1. Season 1 is so fucking good.
Oh, guess what? We have anime people disagreeing. It's going into dog water tier.
Fight you meats. I'm gonna fucking fight you. Season 1 fire.
Okay. Alright. I have a challenge for you, Mr. Tony Man.
Yes.
I want you to take the scene where Raftalia is like, "Oh, Mr. Shieldman, can you please put the slave crest back on me?" I want you to take that scene and show it to a black person.
Okay. But hold on.
I don't know. It's the moment I dropped the show was the moment when the Chocobo turned into a 5-year-old girl and called Mr. Shieldman Master. That's when I dropped it.
That's kind of, yeah.
That's, I don't know. It just feels like SAO, but they fixed some of the problems. Alright, and then lastly...
Oh, this is your last one?
We got the Boondocks.
The Boondocks!
I'm considering it an anime.
Fair.
And you know what? Okay, we gotta lock the tier itself later. Where am I got? First scene of the show is... It literally opens with Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan was the devil, and the government lied about 9/11. And if that's not funny to you, then go join the rest of the Rick and Morty fans in pretending to be smart.
Okay.
All right. And oh my I gotta stick by my anime tier list.
All right. So, is that all you've watched, or all the ones that are notable?
I think it's everything I've watched. There might have been some where I've watched.
What's your last one, Yumis?
We got Shikimori-san.
Never watched.
It's going into dog water. It's just a very it's the most basic run of the mill rom-com. It's very boring.
Code gay ass.
Code gay ass.
It's gay ass, but it's gay ass.
Code gay. Oh, bro, I think I gotta watch that.
It's actually fire though. It's actually really good. It's like 5D chess. Yeah, I think you'd like that.
Whoa, did someone say 5D chess? What is it called? Oh yeah, gay is.
Boys, I'ma head out.